Hello and welcome to another video of World of Warships with RunGB. Today we are going to take a look at one of those battles. Yes, just that, one of those battles. You'll understand when you see it completely. To begin with, I want to say that I'm still playing Naval Action. I'm not putting up videos yet, mostly because I don't have time, I don't have the upload speed actually to upload all the videos I would want to. But don't worry, there will be more Naval Action content. There will be in the future videos of the open world. Naval Action is a game I love and I think it's going to be awesome, so yeah, no worries about that. So we're looking at the strategical situation right now. We are in a standard game, that means 2 cap zones, just 20 minutes to cap or destroy the whole enemy team, which means most of these games end up in a draw. Uh, Sadly, is the way it is. I think this game mode actually needs 5 more minutes to become more fair, actually. I see a lot of my team going north, which in this map I think is usually not the option to go for the southern team, but well, you gotta go where most of the team goes. This kind of game mode requires teams to stick together, because if you split up, well, the enemy will be concentrated, they will destroy you in detail. First contact, a Murmansk. That's an insane ship. I do a ladder type fire because I'm not sure of the speed he's moving at. End up hitting once, but not in the citadel. Still, I have now a pretty decent idea of how fast is he going. However, it's obvious he's maneuvering, so yeah, I leave him to my 2 cruisers and 2 battleships behind me. Meanwhile, in the front we have a lot of enemy ships. I deploy my recon plane and I kind of take aim, predicting where the enemy will be. See Wyoming, St. Louis, South Carolina. One hit in the South Carolina. Trying to choose a proper and worthy target for mechanics. So they go full reload, take proper aim, and fire away. Now, as all this happens, I'm looking at the minimap and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I see a couple of cruisers up there surrounded by 2 enemy destroyers. Usually that doesn't end well. And yeah, well, one of them goes down, the other one will go down very soon as well. Yeah, you don't want to be bunted up when destroyer shows up. They came again, fire away. So by now the composition of there goes the second cruiser. We have lost 2 ships. The enemy has lost none. I get a citadel there, which is really nice. But I'm looking at the map and I'm not really liking what I'm seeing. I have a pretty decent idea right now of where the enemy team is deployed. We have a couple of destroyers up north. The rest of the enemy team is spread all around the east area. So instead of keeping on going north, which is walking into a death trap of 2 destroyers, I turn around. This will allow me to reinforce my team down there in the south, because we are extremely spread out, and the guys up in the southeast, the ones you see near the island, the battleship and the light cruiser down there, well, they are going to be subjected to a very concentrated heavy fire in no time. Meanwhile, I spot the first set of torpedo bombers. And this is one of the things I'm going to like a lot about next patch in this game. In the next patch, carriers will be totally balanced in each battle. I mean, right now matchmaking puts whatever he sees fit in each team. That means that you can have totally dissimilar carriers. And that means that even one of the sides can have a carrier and the other doesn't. And in this particular battle, well, the other side having a carrier was key for their success. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about battleships. Perfect straddle, no hits. All the time I'm looking at the minimap and looking, we have lost 3 cruisers, they have lost nothing, this doesn't look good at all. Take aim, open fire. Guy must have accelerated because that fell way behind him. Okay, so now we have the enemy coming directly for us, which is going to be really bad because of course now they have superior numbers, now they can try to beat us through superior firepower. However, this at Louis is doing it totally wrong, to be honest. Up again. You can see what I mean perfectly and where the shots were, well, whatever. Yeah, I don't like battleship accuracy. Really drives me nuts, but whatever. Holding him inside. I'm looking because I'm not sure if someone is going to kill him. I don't want to waste a broadside on him if I don't have to, but he's putting a lot of firepower on the our battleship, and yeah, it's better than dead than alive. St. Louis are really dangerous ships, and now we are 2-5. We have lost 5 ships, they have lost just 2. Looking bad. Looking really bad. Okay, time for Akuma. Perfectly deployed shot. And yeah, I get a lot of over penetrations. Really nice. Oh, by the end of the game, you are going to see I score a monster score, and you are going to say that, well, I shouldn't complain about battleship accuracy because of that score. But come on, I mean, that's the kind of thing I don't really stand. If you have to lower the damage of the battleship, do so. But if you are aiming perfectly at the enemy, that the RNG just denies you the hit is really gets the best of you. Again, perfect hit, 2000 damage. Amazing. Have a South Carolina coming from in front of me. That means I have to start switching targets because that Kuma is important, but battleships come first. At least if the cruiser is not going for you. I see the South Carolina is moving very slowly. Open up. Torpedoes behind me. Those were thrown by a destroyer, which is on the other side. I take note of those. I know there's a destroyer up there. So I'm going to start maneuvering all the time as a fire. As you can see, I'm turning, in this case, to open up my aft batteries, but also because any turn will throw off the aim of those torpedoes. Firing close over the landmass, score a serial. Next in line is St. Louis. That one is a much bigger priority than the South Carolina because that thing can put so much firepower in a short time span that you want to kill it as fast as possible. Take aim directly on the waterline. Well, at least that was a nice hit. No citadel, but very strong. Open up with the aft batteries, only one hit. He was turning, so maybe I should have waited a little bit to open up with my aft batteries. But at the same time, you also want to keep as much rate of fire as you can, because really those things fire so fast that if you don't fire all the time, they eventually overwhelm you. Another good hit. He crashes against the land. Open up with my aft batteries. There you go, citadel and destroyed.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Back to the South Carolina. So you can see I'm constantly wiggling, moving around, and now I'm going to border this island. I know I have a destroyer behind me somewhere, so I don't want to be stable for him. Okay, that one is dead. Kuma is just in front. Take aim, open up. Oh, he was moving much slower than what I thought. Probably he has a engine disabled, I don't know. Or maybe he's just moving slow. Finish him. Next in line, Tenryu. But I also see we have a smoke screen in front of us. Which means we have a destroyer in front of us. So we have one in front, one behind. Meanwhile, our destroyers, I don't know exactly what they are doing. What is far north, doing absolutely nothing. And the other is... I don't really know what he's doing between the islands. But, yeah. I guess they are trying to hunt the carrier. But right now the problem is not the carrier. The problem is that we have a lot of enemies near our cap circle. But, well... Teammates, what are you going to do? I spot a couple torpedo bombers. That's not good. So, as you will see, I'm going to hold up a little bit here. Open fire. And now I'm going to throw my ship around. Because I know those are coming. Reduce the speed. That tightens up my turn circle. And I totally force all those torpedoes to miss. Okay, that's evaded. Full speed ahead. Take aim to that Kawachi. That Kawachi probably I was a little bit too reckless with. You will see why. But at the same time, I mean, at this stage I don't really have a lot of room to toy with. I am here alone, my destroyers are up north, I have no support at all, I know I have a destroyer behind me, I know I have a destroyer in front of me, so I want to kill this guy as fast as I can. I'm set on fire, I don't waste my repair because I know torpedoes may be on the water and if I get a flooding will be much worse than a single fire. Also that means that guy is firing high explosive, which is pretty good for me. I mean, it's not good to be on fire, but better to be put on fire than being penetrated and dealt 10k damage. There we have Minekasi. Open fire. Wow! For once they hit! That's one less destroyer I have to take care about. Okay, a proper repair. Torpedoes are coming. I was expecting them because I have seen the destroyer, so throw the ship around again, avoid those torpedoes, they are out. And here probably I should have turned port to open up the range. But instead I chose to cut down the range. And probably that was a big mistake.
Problem solved, sir.
Because as you can see, the enemy is moving faster than I can train the turrets. At the same time, I'm also moving faster than he can train the turrets. But at the same time, I'm putting myself within his secondary range, and I mean that's damage I could have avoided probably. I have 2 fires. I'm going to throw a repair in no time.
You are the last hope.
And my destroyers are gone. I'm the last one alive. Still no Citadels, this is really unlucky, but I'm hoping now my secondaries will do the job. They don't yet. They keep on I mean, that's a destroyer at 2 kilometers. Come on, secondaries, hit something. The fact that they don't hit something means I take even more hits. There you go, finished off. Okay, I have 2 fires on board. I can't deal with this. But at the same time, it's only 6 seconds worth of fire, so I'm holding the repair. That's because there's a carrier with torpedo bombers and there's a destroyer close by. And I'd rather take the damage because of the fire than being put on flooding situation, which really deals a lot of damage over time and not being able to repair. So I'm holding off, trying to make time for my repairs to go up again. And yeah, well, I'm looking... Clock is 5 minutes, there are 4 enemies. I'm feeling really salty right now, you can see it in chat. Because I've killed 5 enemies, high caliber, doesn't mean anything, you're still going to lose. I have a terrible win rate in this game, I really do. And that's because I can't have monster games like this and still not win. Happens all the time to me. Well, there we have another fire, and another fire I don't want to repair, but I have to because I don't have a lot of health left. So I know I have one guy to my side. Torpedo bombers coming. Now that's really bad because I have just burned my repair. So I have a cruiser behind me. Torpedo bombers coming from the side. Destroyer somewhere because I know it's somewhere. So well, first things first. I'm going to throw away the ship and start turning like mad because those torpedo bombers are going to go, obviously they are not going to go for an island, they are going to come for me. So yeah, I start preparing, accelerating, throwing the ship in a turn again, and now torpedo bombers are coming. Take a couple of them with my AA. Slow down again to tighten my turn. Seems this time I'm going to hit at least one. In the bow, which is not that bad. I mean, I don't get a flooding, which is good, but look at that. I have a destroyer behind me. I see it. I see it. And now look at my turret disposition. Meanwhile, destroyer opens on me. I have to compensate for that, so I immediately turn to the left and narrowly avoid that one. So turrets are very differently spread. You can see that. That destroyer is not going to be on my arcs of fire yet. So what I do is forward guns first. Come on, come on, come on. I start turning towards left. Take aim, open up, immediately switch to back turrets. Put them on the correct bearing, open up. Hey look, I also hit another destroyer. Usually doesn't happen, usually those have to go amiss, but hey. But yes, 6 kills, who cares, right? Okay, I'm on fire now. I burned my last repair. I burned my damage control. I narrowly avoid that torpedo. But I'm set on fire. 1000 damage, really? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And that guy over there has only 3,000 health, 300 health. I killed this guy, but I'm done. I don't have time to try to kill that Wyoming. I did record the result screen of this game, but somehow it's been corrupted. It's a 1850 the XP in a loss game. High caliber, 7 kills, 250k credits. I was 300 XP more than the most XP earned by the winning side. Yeah, and we lost. And the sad thing is that it happens to me all the time. Draws, losses, defeats, because I'm put with a team of absolute derps. I honestly think that win-loss in this game doesn't mean the same that it did in World of Tanks, because individuals can't carry the game the way they did back then. Now and then, yeah, a carry happens, but it's so much more difficult than in World of Tanks. I have a terrible win-loss in World of Warships so far, less than 47%. And yeah, I can honestly say it's not because I'm not playing well. You are the judge. But whatever, still was after the salt did rub off, and after I got past the anger of losing a game like this, well, still I had fun. So in the end, it's what counts. I hope you enjoyed this battle, guys. I hope you also had fun watching it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you later.